Evet, herkese merhabalar arkadaşlar.
You sure you won't be needing that hand? You're losing it, detective.
Şimdi
At this rate,
o
you're
yavşak
right.
arkadaşı keşfen
The
benim
bottle
bayağı bir
will get you
vaktimi
before
aldı.
I do.
Çünkü saklanarak geçmeye çalışıyordum.
You didn't see
Saklanmadan yardıra
I
yardıra
saw you
geçmemiz
within an
gerekiyormuş.
inch of putting a dagger
Biraz
through
geç
your
öğrendim.
forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back.
Bir 5 kere falan hançer bulduk. Her
so
hançer
too.
de olmuyor. En son 5. hançerde mi ne oldu? Sonra işte yaratık tabloya girdi. İşte bizim elimize garip bir şey bulaştırdı. Tam elimize hançeri saplarken bu abla geldi. Her şey hayalmiş moduna girdi.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you
Gerçekten
didn't
çok
hear a
vaktim aldı
thing.
ya.
If I hadn't heard a
Acı ve
thing,
gıcık bir
I'd
durumdu.
still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart. I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the
Abla da
way,
işini biliyor.
where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off. Now go see your antique seller. I still got things to settle with Irene.
Emrin olur paşam. Bu ablada da bir garip. Var yani bir gariplik. İsimsiz kitapçı Chandler'ın tablodan çıkıp bir saldırma çalışması sonucu Sarah'ın resmettiği bir eserden çok daha fazlası olduğu açığa çıktı. Ortaya çıktı. Uzun bir çabadan sonra dedektif onu tabloya geri göndermeyi başardı. Daha sonra Chandler'ın tabloya göndermek için kullandığı hançerini Sanders isimsiz kitapçının sahibi Algernon Drake adlı bir adam tarafından satıldığını öğrendin. Pierce bu kitapçıyı bir ziyarette bulunmaya karar verdi. Anam. Abi atlamışlar. Allah ne oluyor ne oluyor?
Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning. Where's the bookseller?
Freud'un.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Bunların hepsini toplayınca ne olacak acaba onu da merak ediyorum. Backwater History. Okay. Abuş tamam şu etrafı iyice bir keşfedeyim hemen.
What happened here?
Aha bak. Star Wars'a döndü.
Let's
Güçle
start
bağlantı kuruyor ya.
Where did they break in from? Blood. Seems like amateur work.
Kimsin? Nesin?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy. What killed all these animals? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What the? Charles Hawkins?
Oğlum nasıl bir manyak var ya bizim
What
bu...
sort of power did Sarah
Pierce'da-
Hawkins' painting possess?
Nereden biliyorsun oğlum Hawkins olduğunu? Necronomicon.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
Ooh.
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Gerçekten ilgi çekici duruma gelmeye başladı. Çıkalım bakalım. Çık lan. Tamam.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Arkham editions. Never heard of him. Cylinders that Drake tried to hide.
Drake'in silindiri.
I should perhaps listen to them. What does this strange book contain? This book contains
Aha,
unholy
konunun
knowledge.
devamı bak. Vesterium. Bana saldıran yavşak. Götüm çıktı oğlum ya. Ne oyunlar oynadım var ya. O yavşak kadar beni zorlayan az denk gelmiştir. Drake'i silindiri ver.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it.
Kutsal kalsene
I
alakalı.
am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly
Oho,
relevant to my
Azathoth'a
research.
geldiyse
I
olay.
never tire of browsing through them.
Yanlış hatırlamıyorsam yüce olanların lideriydi Azathoth. Ya tabii yanlış hatırlıyor da olabilirim.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
Tamam, burada daha bakabileceğim.
The Queen has little protection.
Okay. Ay baba.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Çok kitap.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Özel sayı.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake
Bayağı
talked
var o
about a
zaman, okey.
particular volume.
Arkadaşlar alamıyoruz daha.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Tam ben diyecektim var ya. Her yerde uyku ilacı.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Old 2053 papel mi bu oğlum? O dönemde 2053 papel var ya, öf. Şato yaptırırsın kendine.
Drake
Oho.
left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Tamam. Dur bakalım. Bakalım. Enteresan bir yer. İpuçları. Toplananlara gel. Bunlar eskide kaldı. Envanter. Bunları da geç. İpuçları. Yüce sembol üstüne taşıyan bu anahtar. Akıl sağlığını koruyabilmek için tek yol. Onunla bir cacık çıkmıyor. Charles Hawkins. Aynen, çok armatör. Uysal Şambler. Uyuyan tarikatçı gözlere bak. Şimdi etraf birazcık daha inceleyeyim de.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. The Queen has little protection.
Takılırım. Pierce'ın akıl sağlığı. Şemdir'le tanışma, aynen moruk. Bakalım. Çağırsan kesin Kayra yapacak. Çok yakın sürelerde olduğu tesadüf. Bilinmemesi. 3 haneli bir şifre bulmamız lazım ama bu şifreyi nasıl edineceğiz? Ninquistos. Bakalım. Pierce. Tamam.
What did Drake say about this
Şunlara bir
collection?
bakalım yavaş yavaş ya.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Farklı ama.
Drake talked about a
Sayıların
particular
belirtilmiş.
volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was
Chaos
talking
Solomon.
about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
Mal oldum bak, şu an gerçekten mal oldum ya. Ne olabilir şifre? Ne olabilir şifre? Konuşuyor lan bildiğin. İpuçlarına bakalım. Nope. 2053. The Key of Relay. Hadi canım. Relay'in anahtarı mı? Relay katılının uyuyarak öldüğü değil. 2053. Belki olabilir. 2053. Boş.
The chalice of knowledge.
Yok babuş, vallahi bir şey bulamadım ya.
The queen has little protection.
Gerçekten bir şey bulamadım yani. Normalde kafam basar. Araştıralım diyorum. Bakabileceğim de bir şey kalmadı ama. Drake'in hatıraları. O neydi lan? Oğlum bir şey patladı lan burada. Allah Allah. Neyse. Sıkıntılı bir mahallede oturunca böyle oluyor umarım. Oğlum ne oluyor lan? Herkes cama çıktı ha. Arkadaşlar bir dakikanızı alacağım, şuna bir bakayım neymiş. Çok çok özür dilerim, normalde böyle bir şey kimse yapmıyordur ama ben yaparım. Oğlum ya, yan tarafta bizim yan apartmanın bahçesinde bir şey gömüyorlar. Taş maş kırıyorlar, bir şey yapıyorlar amına koyayım. Alalım.
And these
Bunları bir
red
daha
rocks,
dinleyeceğim ya.
like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Kırmızı kusu.
The chalice of knowledge.
Kasede kırmızı taşları mı söylüyor? 5 tane.
I finally understood that we were only
Tanrıların
pieces
santraç
on the
tahtası
chessboard
kalan
of the
son
gods.
taşlar olduğunu anladım.
Let those of us who are still standing protect our white queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows.
Doğru.
We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
The queen has little protection.
Vizirin koruyucuları. 3 tane piyon. 3 tane piyon gitmiş.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me.
Ha, dur kaç kitap var şimdi? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sekiz. Değil mi? 1, 2, 3. O ne? Bir tane daha var orada. Seçemiyoruz mu? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 2. 5'ti. 3 piyon vardı. Nasıl ya? Yani sayılmayan bir kitap daha vardı. Karışıktı. Karışık oğlum ya. Necronomicon mu? Vallahi Necronomicon. Az siktir, Sauron geldi. Sauron geldi. Yüce Efendimiz. Riverside, geri dönmeyelim oğlum oraya. İsimsiz kitapta Pierce hırsızlık girişine şahit oldu. Daha sonra bu işin arkasında Charles Hawkins'in olduğunu öğrendi. Pierce herhalde onun ne saklamaya çalıştığını öğrenmek üzere kitapçının kasasını açtı. Kız... Sarah aynen. Kitap dedektifin oldukça ilgisi çektiği kitabı açtığı anda benliği başka birine transfer olmuştu. Pierce yani abi cömertçe ödüllendirileceksin dediler alt tarafı. Bu kadar şey çekmene gerek var mı? Kaç, kurtar kendini, git. Ne uğraşıyorsun değil mi? Değer mi yani? Paraya değer mi şu yaşadıkların? Garip garip şeyler. Vallahi bak garip garip şeyler. Riverside Cliniği. Benliğim kime transfer oldu oğlum
Dr.
benim?
Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema.
Ödemdir ödem, o bir şey değildir
Slight
o.
protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Oğlum bu kadar lanet, iğrenç bir yerde niye insanlar hala yaşayacağım diye uğraşıyorlar
and
ki?
seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated. His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin, tender at the touch, slightly sticky.
Kafaya bak.
30-year-old subject, severe hypothermia, erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums, necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
Bok yemiş.
I'm not sure I have the
Ben bile
necessary
söylerim.
knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
Ne bulmadık ki?
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail.
Niye
And
dozun
you
üstüne
won't
çıkıyorsun
believe
ablacığım?
me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still
He's constantly up and
He's-
yes, but
Bunu
that
söyledik.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
he hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Güvensizlik.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Look at these sticky rings growing at his fingertips.
Lan bir
What can
bakalım
be
bakalım.
happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
Nasi?
What do you mean? Don't tell me you believe in extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing
Arkadakiler ne
unnatural
tartışıyor bu kadar,
mutations.
çok merak ettim
And
ya.
this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
Ben Outlast doktor diyordum
What
ama
I'm
Matrix
doing?
doktora daha çok benziyorsun.
How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do
Ne
to
la bu
all my
ılık ılık
patients.
hareketler?
Provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there. What have you seen to put you in such a state?
I've seen suction cups on his fingers, his falling body temperature, his dehydration. Had I only read the report, you know what I would have concluded, Doctor.
Do I? Tell me anyway. I'm curious.
He's no longer human. These are the attributes of an animal.
facility.
Ama modelleme, yüz modellemesi
Animal
çok
you
güzel.
say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
Tam yavşak bir tipleme.
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
Bayağı bir tehditim orada.
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I continue to protest,
Yep.
I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Don't you
Sen
get involved
bulaşma
in
Mark.
this. You've done enough already.
But doctor, this man is dying.
There's nothing we can do about it. He's in the hands of Dr. Fuller. Do you wish to end up like Elizabeth? With a diploma from Nightingale and the chores of a cleaning lady?
No, you're right.
Let me do my own investigation. It's time I found those missing files.
And where would you
Ajancılık
find
güzel.
those? In his office. What if you get caught?
Oyalı
I'd
beni
rather
şey.
not think about that.
Gizli
I'm
dosyaları götür.
counting on your discretion.
Of course, doctor. You can count on me. I'll
İsim
keep
bulmakla bile uğraşmamışlar var ya, kıyamam. Hemşire.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
Olabilir.
This place draws you in and never lets you go. Chronic insomnia. Like half the island.
Kronik bir uykusuzluk.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
Doctor, please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please.
Debra
His
mıymış
potassium
o da,
level
ha?
is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank
Çok
you.
anlamış
He's
gibi
in your
durmuyor abla
hands.
ama. Ne yapıyorsun abla, Allah rızası için? Hadi ekle. Cici serum. Cici. Oğlum mal mısın? Ben dedim abla, bir cacık anlamadı. Serumu seviyor, öyle bakıyor. Bir şeyler yapıyor kendince ama.
He broke his back in an accident down by...
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
Ne bileyim.
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
Yep.
What did you see there?
Nothing. Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Kötü.
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable.
Tabii, okay.
Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney. What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it.
Alsana ablacığım.
The key to the boiler room. Not where I
Anladım.
expected to another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing.
Evet.
We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him.
Ne
The
yapalım?
stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination.
Anladın mı? Diğeri gibi yapma bak.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
Biraz köpük nerede oğlum?
His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this
Söyledim
patient?
ya oğlum. Yap işte damardan o şeyi.
You did good work. The tranquilizer is kicked in.
İyiymiş
Now you can
çıkarmış.
disinfect and
Peki.
bandage his wounds.
Sen öyle diyorsan
Thank you,
öyledir.
doctor.
Doktor
And
olan
as to
sensin
his
oğlum.
weight loss?
I'll prescribe an antifungal treatment for his dysgeusia. In the meantime, feed him intravenously.
It'll be done.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
Irene Sanders'ın Aha.
Mrs. Sanders?
Sanders abla yatıyor. Ya sen malsın. Bunlar kim? Necisiniz siz?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
Ona bak.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor.
Rica. Hayır,
We'll wait
duamızı
for her
aldık.
to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Fuller'ın ofisine gir. Hello.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Yani. Oğlum bak bu dolaplar varsa biz bir şeyden saklanacağız burada büyük ihtimalle.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is
Ne
no.
konuşuyorsunuz lan?
You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Çekemediklerine göre.
Well, everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Bir şeyler
Because,
oluyor.
as always, I'm cleaning it by myself.
Kıyamam
And the
lan.
water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again.
Come now. We're lacking in qualified personnel and
I'm trying, Doctor. I'm trying. Sometimes I imagine she shuts down.
her time is much too precious.
Anyway, I've learned my lesson.
Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doc.
Geç. Bunlar ne bilmiyorum, bilmek de istemiyorum.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly. I don't have any business in the boiler room. Let's hope I can go through the administration office.
Oluruz.
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Hello.
This man, Edward
Dosyada
Pierce,
bir şey tamamlanmamış.
his file is incomplete.
Evet.
What did Fuller do to him? In theory, Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Dr. Colden.
Evet, benim.
It's a quiet little town.
Aynen.
Days go by.
There's no way I'm leaving until I find what Fuller is hiding.
Where did my fiancé go?
Ne
I
bileyim
hope
ben.
those nutcases will stop birds.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Hemen de kızıyorlar ya. Tamam. Burada bir saklama muhabbeti olacak ama bir cacıklar yiyeceğiz biz ama hadi bakalım.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?
Evet.
Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Yavşak Donovan. Dur bakayım.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
Bekle bekle, o anahtarı alacağım. O enekleri alacağım. Aldım.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan
Şimdi.
takes the bait.
Bu partımızı burada bitiriyorum. Kaldığımız yerden Donovan'ın dikkatini dağıtıp ortalığı piu piu yaparak devam edeceğiz. Kendinize iyi bakın. Hoşça kalın dostlarım.